How are we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? Back once again, it's Giovanni Preziuso with The Refinement. Today we want to talk a little bit about the journey. Everybody has their own journey into fitness, and there's one road that leads into another road. Well, the road for me that I started out in that got me into fitness was modeling. I needed to transform my life and make some changes and bring myself from the dark side to the light side, and there's a certain criteria that needed to be met for me to get ready for the modeling world. It was very demanding. There were people that were very, very fit, and I needed to transition into that. So I ended up going into the modeling world with a big reality check. I was a little too lean. I was a basketball player before that and needed to start putting on some muscle. So I started to hit some of the weight training, and I started to build up muscle slowly, but more of the focus was on staying lean. So I had to try to build while dieting. So as I started to focus more on the conditioning aspect that the modeling world commanded, I started to focus on cutting down more, and I needed to reduce calories, but at the same time I needed to cut my carbs, I needed to increase my protein, and I was training. And then, the modeling industry started to make a shift as I was, staying lean, and I started to see guys actually were starting to get bigger, and it started to make this transition into fitness and more of an athletic beach body. I had to figure out, how do I make that transition? So I started to get more into a bodybuilding phase so I can catch up, because I was actually a little too thin for what the industry demands at that time. So I started to get into bodybuilding. Around that time, I was in a pretty bad car wreck that did some things to my neck and back, and had to make a change in my programming. So had to find different pieces and apparatuses to allow me to squat again. Couldn't put pressure on the spine, couldn't deadlift, couldn't do the things that really are known as that meat and potatoes in the world of putting on muscle mass and adding strength. So I decided to find things like belt squat units and doing research online, and was even making my own belt squat units from a seamstress, from an old dip belt, and just doing everything from using chains and belts to add weight plates through there. So I found little pieces and kind of worked around the body, integrate the body to keep the core strong. And then venturing into that aspect of things, I started to kind of just come into more of the fitness, and had my success into the modeling world, and 2006 and stuff like that. I was KMS California Spokesmodel of the Year, and I'm starting to really look into the modeling world, and felt for myself that it really wasn't fulfilling any longer. I started to see that people were coming to me and asking, hey, how can I get abs like you? Or how can I build a back like yours? Or you have really great legs, how can I do that? So I started to help people. People were coming to me, and then I started offering money, and started thinking, oh, I think this is the definition of what a personal trainer is. So I started to venture into exercise science, personal training world, and started to study different courses, and start to learn more about the human body, more about periodization training program, and just to help other people really seemed like the career path that I should be taking, and then traveling down to help others. So here I am now, and I'm a personal trainer. Been doing it since 2003, and going to continue to help people. And I still today, it's 2017, have that fulfillment and that feeling that helping other people is truly my calling now. So it's funny how one journey can take you in a direction, whether it's going wide or far or whatever. It can take you in many different directions that leads you ultimately to what your calling is. So find your calling, and sometimes you're doing something that may not feel like it's your calling, but look at it from that standpoint and say, maybe this is the road and the journey that I need to be traveling down at this time, that's ultimately going to take me to the unexpected. That may be my ultimate calling. So find out what your calling is, and doing what you're doing today. You know, make that one change in your life, just one change that takes you to what might be your calling. I don't know what that change is for you, but make that one change and find your calling. On that note, once again, it's Giovanni here, Preziuso, the Refinement, and we'll check you later.
Assassins. It's only the beginning, baby. We won't stop. Gio, talk to him.
Assassins, look forward to Gio when it comes to fashion. The styles will never be clashing. We taking all the cash and laying chicks on silk and satin, sipping champagne and glasses, laughing, playing chicks like John Madden. Why they meant that home spazzing. Sorry, Playboy, we in a whole nother class, man. Hits is what we back and chips is what we stack and chicks is what we knack and whips is what we crashing. We on our way with this rap thing, burning stages like gasoline. So pretty, 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 please don't hate on these rap kings. Assassins doing their thing.
Won't stop till we reach the top, till we leave our mark, till we heat the blocks, baby. We won't stop till the chicks get hot. Gonna rip the spot. Assassins won't stop ever. Bounce, 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 bounce. Champion, my reasonable